Let me share something I've learned over decades in the garden. Most gardeners grow their crops the wrong way. Year after year, we let our beans, squashes, and cucumbers sprawl across the soil, taking up precious space and inviting disease. But something remarkable happens when you decide to grow those same plants vertically. That simple shift, lifting your crops up off the earth, gives you cleaner fruit, fewer pests, and often 2 to 3 times the production. Today, I want to show you 25 vegetables that absolutely thrive when you trellis them. Let's take a closer look at the quiet magic of vertical gardening together. Pole beans are a classic example of a crop transformed by vertical growth. Unlike bush beans, pole beans are natural climbers and thrive on a sturdy trellis. You'll often harvest 2 to 3 times more beans from the same space. The vertical habit allows better airflow, reducing mold and mildew, and makes picking a pleasure. Upright growth saves space and allows companion planting beneath the vines. Beans stay cleaner, healthier, and remarkably productive all season. Peas are natural climbers, sending out tendrils that grasp for support. With mesh or netting, peas can double or triple their yield in a modest bed. Vertical growth ensures every flower has space to bloom, resulting in fuller harvests. Picking peas at eye level is a joy, and keeping pods off damp soil reduces rot. It's an elegant way to maximize both space and harvest. Cucumbers thrive when grown vertically. On the ground, they become misshapen and prone to slug damage, but up a trellis, they hang straight and clean. Improved airflow discourages powdery mildew, and fruit ripens evenly. Harvesting is easier. You can see and reach every cucumber. Vertical cucumbers are simply healthier and more productive. Tomatoes benefit enormously from being grown upright. Supported by canes, cages, or string, tomatoes reach impressive heights and produce fruit over a longer period. Improved airflow reduces blight and fungal diseases. Pruning and harvesting become straightforward tasks. You'll notice a visible difference in both the quality and quantity of your tomatoes. Even heavy melons can be grown up a trellis with fabric slings for support. This keeps fruit off damp soil, away from slugs and rot. Increased sun exposure encourages even ripening. Smaller melon varieties are especially well suited to this method. Not all winter squash are destined to ramble across the soil. Smaller varieties, like delicata or acorn, climb enthusiastically with a strong frame. Growing up saves ground space and keeps squash safe from rot and pests. Foliage benefits from improved air circulation, reducing disease. Harvesting is simpler and cleaner with fruit elevated. Chayote is a vigorous, perennial vine that transforms a trellis into a wall of greenery. A single plant can produce dozens of pale green fruits with a delicate, nutty flavor. The vertical habit is essential for managing its exuberant growth and maximizing yield. Chayote's climbing nature is perfect for arches or fences, rewarding you with an abundant, easy-to-pick harvest. Loofah gourds reward the patient gardener with both food and natural sponges. Vertical growth produces long, straight, usable loofahs and keeps them cleaner. The vines climb readily, producing large yellow flowers and setting fruit high above the ground. It's a wonderful way to grow a unique, dual-purpose crop. Peppers are often overlooked for vertical support, but heavy cropping varieties quickly become top-heavy. Simple stakes or cages provide the steadying hand peppers need to thrive. Upright peppers are healthier, with improved airflow and sun exposure. Supporting peppers pays off in healthier plants and bigger, more reliable harvests. Eggplants can surprise you with their productivity, but heavy fruit can snap stems. A simple stake or small cage keeps the plant upright and fruit unblemished. Foliage lifted off the ground means reduced pest pressure and better air circulation. Upright growth makes it easier to spot ripe fruit and harvest at the perfect time. Supporting your eggplants ensures both plant health and crop quality. Malabar spinach thrives on a trellis, sending out thick, succulent vines. In warm weather, it provides a lush, edible screen of glossy, vitamin-rich leaves. Vertical growth allows you to harvest fresh leaves at eye level, keeping them clean. Malabar spinach is a perfect choice for a productive, heat-loving green. Bitter melon, with its ridged emerald fruits, grows best when allowed to climb. The vines benefit from a sturdy trellis, keeping fruit off the ground and away from pests. The vertical habit makes this exotic crop both productive and manageable. Yard-long beans are marvels of vertical gardening, reaching up to half a meter. On a trellis, they produce heavily and remain cleaner and straighter. The dangling beans are easy to spot and harvest. If you want elegance and productivity, yard-long beans are a perfect choice. Many smaller pumpkin varieties can be grown vertically with surprising success. Miniature pumpkins will readily climb a strong trellis, their tendrils anchoring them securely. Vertical growing saves space and keeps fruit clean and safe from rot. Even traditional crops can be reimagined upwards. Many gourd varieties are natural climbers. With sturdy support, gourds climb high and produce perfect specimens, suspended like lanterns. The vertical habit makes them easier to harvest and keeps fruit away from pests. Gourds are visually striking, turning any structure into a living sculpture. Passion fruit is a vigorous climber, gripping and spiraling up any support. On a trellis, vines quickly cover structures with lush foliage and fragrant flowers. The fruit hangs like jewels, ripening in the sun and kept clean from ground pests. It's a tropical touch that rewards handsomely when grown vertically. Grapes are the quintessential trellised crop. Trained along wires and arbors, they produce abundant, high-quality fruit. Trellised grapes are less prone to disease and benefit from better ripening. Whether for eating fresh or making wine, grapes show the productivity of vertical systems. Hardy kiwi and related varieties are perfectly suited to vertical gardening. These vigorous vines need robust support, but produce dozens of sweet fruits each season. Growing kiwis up a trellis keeps fruit off the ground and ensures even ripening. With proper training, kiwi vines provide both ornamental value and a delicious harvest. Hops are legendary climbers, sometimes growing up to 6 meters in a season. They require strong supports but reward you with lush foliage and aromatic cones. Vertical growth keeps vines healthy and cones accessible for harvest. Even if you're not a brewer, hops provide shade, privacy, and visual interest. Climbing nasturtium varieties bring vibrant color and edible blooms to trellises and arbors. Grown vertically, nasturtiums are less likely to suffer from mildew and their leaves stay cleaner. Harvesting edible flowers and peppery leaves is easier when the plant is upright. Beauty, productivity, and utility, all in one vertical package. Scarlet runner beans are as ornamental as they are productive. Their brilliant red flowers attract pollinators, while vigorous vines climb readily up supports. When grown vertically, these beans produce long, tender pods that are easy to harvest. Sweet peas are beloved for their fragrance and delicate blooms, and benefit from vertical growth. Climbing varieties quickly cover trellises with colorful, scented flowers. Keeping vines upright improves airflow and prolongs the bloom period. Certain zucchini varieties, especially those bred for compactness or climbing, can be trained up a trellis.